Hello students, welcome to the science class where we will cover the remaining part of the chapter Food and its Sources. The topic covered are food habits of animals, food chain, food web. In this session, we will study about the different food habits of animals. Based on the food that animals eat, there are certain classifications done. We will also study about interdependence of organisms on one another for food, that is food chain and food web. Food habits of animals. We observe that different animals have different food habits. Some eat only plant and its products, while others depend on flesh of other animals, and some depends on plants as well as animals for food. There are some animals who depend on dead remains of plants and animals for food. There are some organisms that live on or inside the body of living organisms and obtain ready-made food. Thus, we classify animals based on the food they eat as herbivore, carnivores, omnivores, scavengers, decomposers, and parasites. Herbivores. These animals eat only plant and plant products. They have wide and blunt teeth which are suitable for grazing and grinding food. They have sharp cutting teeth at the front, as you can see it in the figure. They have grinding teeth also. These animals are called as cud chewing animals. Cud chewing animals like cow, buffalo, camel, etc. pluck the grasses or take their food and swallow it. During resting time, they rechew the food. This ability helps them to absorb most of the nutrients from food. Some animals, herbivorous in nature, like squirrels. They have a pair of sharp incisors in both the jaws. These teeth are used to gnaw their food items. Gnawing is a process where biting and chewing the food with their incisor teeth. They eat nuts with them. There are certain plant products which are consumed as foods like fruit, leaves, nectar, seed, roots, bark of the tree, etc. Thus we find herbivorous animals, as all of you know: deer, rabbit, cow, sheep, elephant, horses, giraffes, pandas, they all belong to this category. Some birds are also herbivores in nature, like sparrow, parrot, etc. They feed on nuts, seed, fruit, grains, etc. Carnivores. Animals that eat only the flesh of other animals are called as carnivores or carnivorous animals, like lion, tiger, cheetah, leopard, etc. These animals have long, sharp, pointed canine teeth for tearing the flesh. They have sharp claws to pounce upon the animals for prey and powerful jaws to tear the flesh. As you can see in the figure, the canine teeth are shown: molars, premolars, incisors. So, mainly canine teeth are used to tear the flesh. There are certain carnivorous birds even. They have curved and pointed beak that help them to tear flesh for their prey. At the same time, these birds have sharp and powerful claws to hold their prey and then tear the flesh, like eagle, kite, vulture, etc. There are certain fish also who are carnivorous in nature. They have several small and sharp teeth to take their food, like shark. The next nature of animals' food habit is omnivores. These animals eat both the plant products and flesh of other animals, like human being, bears, rats, etc. These animals have different type of teeth that help them to cut, chew, bite, grind, and tear the plant products and the flesh of other animals. Human beings do not eat the flesh of all animals. They are selected animals, they consume them as food. Mainly omnivores, they have incisors, canines, molars and premolars because they need to tear the flesh, to tear the food, to chew the food, to grind them and then swallow it. For all these processes they need these different type of teeth. Omnivorous birds like crow, bird toucan, chicken, cassowaries, etc. they have sharp and pointed beak which is helpful in eating variety of food item. The next nature of animals are parasites. Parasites, the name only suggesting that they are depending on. They do not prepare their own food but depend on ready-made food. These organisms live on or inside the bodies of other living organisms and obtain food from them. The organisms that provide food and shelter to parasite, they are called as host. Like fleas, leeches, bugs are some parasites that live outside the body of the animal. They suck blood, which is their food, and thus harming the organism from which they are sucking blood. At the same time, tapeworm, hookworm, roundworm, pinworms are different animals who live inside the body of animal and feed on the food digested by these animals. Thus, these are parasites who depends on ready-made food. The next category of animal is scavengers and decomposers. They are very important to the nature. Scavengers, they mainly feed on dead animals and plants. They help in cleaning the environment as dead remains of plants and animals can produce foul smell and pollute the environment and spread infection too. Thus, jackal, hyena, vulture, crow, certain living organisms who belong to this category. Decomposers, these organisms break down the organic components present in the remains of dead plants and animals and convert them into simpler substances. These substances get mixed with the soil and increases the fertility of the soil, makes the soil fertile. Thus, they clean the environment too, like bacteria, worms, fungi, etc. Thus, we can say that scavengers and decomposers have a vital role in keeping our surrounding clean. So, these were certain categories. Accordingly, the animals are classified depending on the food they take. Now, this is an important topic we need to know about food chain. That is, who is depending on whom for food. But we see that the ultimate source of energy on this earth is the sun. The sun is a very powerful source of energy, providing energy to the entire world, to this planet. Green plants utilize solar energy radiated by sun to prepare food, which we have studied earlier. Animals directly or indirectly depending on green plants for food. A food chain represents the food dependence of organisms in a natural environment. It tells who eats whom. In the example of the food chain, you will be seeing that there is an arrow. The arrow in the food chain means is eaten by, that is, the transfer of energy from one organism to another. In the food chain, the first level of the food chain is the producer, that is the green plants. As we have studied, all living organisms on earth directly or indirectly depends on green plant for food. Herbivorous animals depend directly on green plants for food and they are called as primary consumers. In the food chain, The primary consumer is followed by carnivores, they are called as secondary consumers, and further followed by tertiary consumer. Scavengers and decomposers, they are also a part of the food chain. Thus, food chain can be defined as a series of organisms linked together by the process of eating and being eaten for food. It shows how energy is transferred from one living organism to another via food. Let us examples of food chain are grass eaten by deer. Deer is being eaten by lion. Here grass is a producer. Deer herbivorous animal while lion is carnivorous. So the energy is being transferred from producer to herbivore, from herbivore to carnivore. Let us see the second example. Maize is eaten by locust. Locust is eaten by lizard. Lizard is eaten by snake. Here the transfer of energy is being through producer. Producer, that is maize. Energy is being transferred to locust, which is a primary consumer, then to lizard, which is a secondary consumer, and then the snake, which is a tertiary consumer. Another example of food chain, like we see grass is being eaten by grasshopper, grasshopper being eaten by frog, frog is eaten by snake, snake is eaten by eagle. So in this way the energy from grass through grasshopper, frog, snake is being transferred to eagle. Okay, so another food chain, algae is being eaten by fish, fish is eaten by seal, and seal is being eaten by big carnivorous fish, that is shark. This is an aquatic food chain, that is food chain found in water. Now let us study about food web. Now food web is interconnection of food chain. An organism may be a part of more than one food chain. This creates an interconnection between different food chains. A network of interconnected food chain is called food web. It shows the different path through which plants and animals are connected. Food web consists of many food chains. Like in this figure you can see the green plant is considered to be a producer. Plant products is being eaten by mouse. Mouse is being eaten by wild cat. Wild cat is being eaten by lion. Transfer of energy took place. In the same way, plant products eaten by rabbit. Rabbit is being consumed by jackal and jackal is being eaten by lion. Plant products eaten by goat. Goat is being eaten by lion. So you can see different type of food chains are interconnected. In the same way, mouse is being eaten by snake. Snake is being eaten by lion. Thus, this is called as food web, and this type of food web you can easily see in forest. Another example of food web, like you can see grass is being eaten by rabbit, rabbit is eaten by hawk, or grass is being eaten by mouse, mouse is eaten by snake. Grass is eaten by grasshopper, grasshopper is eaten by lizard, and lizard is being eaten by hawk. So over here again there is a transfer of energy being taken place, and the very basic part through which energy transformation starts is the grass. They are called as the producers. In the same way, in the next example also you can see wildflowers, energy is being transferred to rabbit, rabbit to hawk, wildflowers to mouse, mouse to snake, snake to hawk, grass to mouse, mouse to snake and to hawk. In this way They are all interconnected to each other for food. This we call it as food web. Thus, in this chapter, we have studied about variety of food habits in which different classification is being done. Then we have studied about the food chain, which is one of the very basic part for transfer of energy, and variety of food chain grouped together to form food web. So this is all in this chapter. I hope you have understood it. Thank you and have a nice time.